Darwin Nunez is certainly a character who splits the fan base at Anfield, with glimpses of a world-class baller overshadowed by disciplinary issues and a poor attitude. It seems the forward is at the end of the road of his Liverpool career. In today's video, we have a huge blockbuster Darwin Nunez replacement deal to share. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th League title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to clothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Doak will not return to Middlesbrough even if they enter the Championship playoffs, with the injured Liverpool winger also facing an uncertain future. Doak was the standout performer among Liverpool's loanees this season and one of the best young players in the Championship. But the 19-year-old's campaign was brought to a premature end in February due to thigh surgery, which last week he confirmed would rule him out for the remainder. Middlesbrough could still qualify for the promotion playoffs on the final day of the Championship on Saturday, but either way, Doak will stay on Merseyside for treatment. However, his future beyond that is unclear, with mass interest from other clubs in the Premier League expected to prompt a decision from Liverpool. That is according to the Mail's Lewis Steele, who reports that a number of sides from the English top flight want to bring Doak in on a permanent transfer. Bids from both Crystal Palace, 15 million, and Ipswich, 16 million, were knocked back in January, with Liverpool valuing their number 50 at around £30 million, and Steele adds that the Reds would not be in a rush to sell him. There is certainly a chance that he moves on though, with a revamp of Arne Slot's attack expected in the summer transfer window. Offers could be encouraged for Darwin Nunez, Federico Chiesa, Luis Diaz, and Diogo Jota, while Harvey Elliott may also be considering his options after what he admits has been a difficult season. Doak has been outstanding in the Championship but may not have the right profile for a winger in Slot's system, particularly as backup to Mohamed Salah. Clearly, much will depend on the scale of offers for the teenager, as if any bids are made in the region of £30 million, Liverpool would be minded to sell. But there will be confidence that, at his age and with his potential, there will be no drop in value for Doak if he does stay as part of the wider first-team squad next season, or even head out on loan again. Of course, the player himself will have a say, and after proving himself with 3 goals and 7 assists in 24 games on loan at Middlesbrough, he may be eager for more starting football at a decent level. Ipswich have already been relegated to the Championship, so it is unlikely that they will return with a new offer, but Palace cannot be ruled out at this stage. Now in a blockbuster £62 million deal for a Darwin Nunez replacement, Liverpool are expected to sign a new number 9 this summer, and out-of-favour Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, currently on loan at Galatasaray, has now been linked. Osimhen has spent the season with Galatasaray after finding himself frozen out by Antonio Conte and replaced by Romelu Lukaku, and is set to move on permanently this summer. His position at Napoli comes despite scoring 76 goals in 133 games for the club, and being widely considered one of the most talented strikers in Europe during their title-winning campaign in 2022/23. That should see him coveted this summer, but having seen proposed moves to Chelsea and Al Ahly fall through a year ago, it remains to be seen who will pursue a deal. According to Sky Sports' Lyle Thomas, Osimhen is one of the strikers Liverpool are considering as they plot to replace Darwin Nunez in the next transfer window. The reporter claims that Osimhen, Alexander Isak, and Benjamin Sesko are all potential targets, with both Isak and Sesko also linked by reliable sources on Merseyside. While it is not the first time Liverpool have been purported as suitors for Osimhen, this is the most concrete link so far this season. Unlike Isak, who is expected to be priced at upwards of £150 million as Newcastle hold firm in their no-sale stance, the Nigerian would be available for £63.8 million due to a release clause in his contract at Napoli. That would be lower than the fee quoted for another target. Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike, who is rumoured to be available for £80 million. Osimhen could suit Arne Slot's system at Liverpool as a powerful, pacey forward who can hold his own as a lone striker and, crucially, has scored 79 goals in 110 games in the last 3 seasons at Napoli and so far at Galatasaray. Scoring consistently has been the biggest issue for Nunez, who is set to be made available this summer, having failed to establish himself as a key player under Slot. And though there could be question marks over whether his record would translate to the Premier League, only 6 players across Europe's top 10 leagues have found the back of the net more often than Osimhen this season. Those are Victor Gyökeres, Robert Lewandowski, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, and Mohamed Salah, all elite forwards and a marker of the company Osimhen merits among the best in Europe. Any suggestion that Osimhen is a genuine target should be taken with a pinch of salt at this stage, with Sky Sports' claim yet to be backed up by Liverpool reporters. But it would be no surprise if those within the club's recruitment team were not at least monitoring his situation as they weigh up a move for their next number 9. In other news, Stefan Bajcetic is set to return to Liverpool this summer, with the Spanish midfielder still considered part of Arne Slot's long-term plans for the first team. Bajcetic is in his second loan spell of the campaign, and after a difficult half-season with Salzburg, he is now enjoying a key role with Las Palmas. The 20-year-old has featured in all but one La Liga game since his January switch, starting 9 of his 11 appearances and forming a strong partnership with fellow youngster Dario Isugo. Reports in Spain have suggested Bajcetic could be targeted for a permanent move in the summer, with former club Celta Vigo among those linked. But according to the Mail's Lewis Steele, the plan remains for Arne Slot and his staff to assess him in pre-season with a view to integrating him into the first-team squad. Steele explains that no decisions have been made on his longer-term future, but also that he is definitely not earmarked for a sale yet. The journalist expects Bajcetic to be given the opportunity to prove himself and believes there is absolutely every chance he can do so. This comes with rave reviews from Spain over the midfielder's performances with Las Palmas, who are battling relegation in these final weeks of the season. While there is a chance that Liverpool could add to Slot's midfield ranks this summer, they are yet to be credibly linked with any candidates for the position. That could come with faith in Bajcetic as an eventual solution, which would certainly ally with what his head coach said on his move to Salzburg in August. I hope it will be a big year for him because he's a very talented player, and I think he could become a very important player for us, but only if he gets playing time now, Slot said. He added, "It's a smart decision, at least in our opinion, to let him go somewhere where he will hopefully play a lot of games. Then for next season, we'll have a player. If he fulfills his potential, he could definitely play for us in the future." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.